Alrighty. Hello, what is up everyone? Retro Dan Games here. And today or I should say tonight, I would like to talk about, well, not talk about anything, I would like to show you guys something. This is a video I really never considered doing before, showing off my game collection. There are a few times what I would say, man, maybe I should show off my game collection to everybody, but I was like, no, maybe I was too lazy, or I just didn't, I don't know. But now I'm gonna show you a few. I'm gonna show off my game collection, but from my consoles. And I'm gonna start off with one of the best game systems of all time, the Nintendo Gamecube. I love this system. I mostly I play Gamecube games probably more than Wii. To let you know, in this collection. Well, you know, I'm gonna just surprise you. I was gonna say, oh, there are not gonna be no games like Mario Sunshine. I'm gonna just surprise you, okay? Because honestly, that'll just to people to one of the more popular GameCube games that might be in here. You guys might be disappointed. So I'm gonna just surprise you guys as I go down this list. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start with Sonic Riders, the first Sonic Riders. Yeah, really nothing much to say about this game. It's a really nice racing game. Pretty decent. It's a well-remembered Sonic racing game. Sonic Riders. They really don't they really don't support the Sonic Riders series. What do I think about the game? It's pretty good. The intro opening sequence in the game is perfect. 2D animation, very unique art style, and the gameplay is pretty fun. The only stupid thing about this game, and they kind of fixed this throughout the future games, is you run out of that air thing in your board or something like that, and you have to get a refill, like refilling gas from your car, basically. So yeah, I got stuck on that one part. Babylon City, that night stage with Jet, and it was really hard. I remember owning this game back in the past, and I believe I traded it, and then I re-owned it again a few years back. So this is an alright game. A game I regretted getting. Mega Man Network Transmission. My reflection won't show. Mega Man Network Transmission. About this game. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna show it off. The video and link in the description. Some Call Me Johnny. Now I watched the gameplay before. Now, as he was describing how pretty baddish the game is, and the flaws and everything, I was like, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to still get the game because, you know what, I will suffer a bad game. But this game is just, it's kind of bad in some way. For some reason, I kind of enjoy it, but it's bad at the same time. I can't put my finger on it. But the only thing I really, truly love about this game is the music. The music is really good in this game. Like, it's so good. But, I was like telling myself, I was like, you know what, I already have the Mega Man Battle Network games. Those games are amazing. I love Mega Man Battle Network 3. That game is awesome. I should have just stick with that game. But I was like, no, I got desperate. So I should just watch out. It's best not to talk about it. Anyways, next game, Naruto Clash of Ninja 2. When I became around a Naruto fan, I think it was like last year, I became a Naruto fan, and it was weird how I switched around to like what games I wanted of the Naruto series. Now, of course, I want to watch the show just to get into the video games and manga and the toys, but I'm not getting the toys. I am a man now. And that's why I basically watched the show. But I enjoyed the show overall. I stopped watching the show. I stopped at on the original, like 180 something. I forgot what episode I stopped at on the original. And I know what you're thinking. Why did you watch Shippuden? Well, that's a lot of episodes to catch up with, so you can't get mad at me. But anyways, when I became around a Naruto fan, first I got Naruto Ninja Council 2 for the Game Boy Advance. I got that first. That was a good game. And then I got Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 next. I put a lot of hours into this game. I put a few hours into this game at a time. You can tell on my YouTube I would stream this game a lot. It's a very good game. Yes, it's very good. There are times when I play this game. You can see the characters. Let me focus it. We got a lot of the good characters: Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, Rock Lee, Hinata, Gaara, Kiba, Ino, Shikamaru, and some other unlockable characters like Haku and Zabuza and Sharingan Sasuke. Yeah, this is a very good game. It's pretty good for the time. It's a pretty good Naruto game at its time. This is mostly one of the Naruto games people remember nowadays. But Ultimate Ninja Storm is the best one. Yeah, this game is a lot broken. Yeah, that's true. I tried playing it with my friends before, and it's kind of boring playing it with friends a little bit since the game is so broken and I just win so easily. You don't necessarily have to be good at the game. I mean, it's just, I don't know. But it's a pretty good game, and I recommend you guys get it. And I also got Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution 2. I really wanted to get 1, but 2 it had more characters like Kabuto and Kyuubi Naruto, so I just decided to get the second one. Alright, next. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love the Ninja Turtles series. I played a lot of Ninja Turtles games. This one is based off the 2003 series, which I love to death. And, it's just basically a classic arcade beat-em-up in 3D. I think some people say this game is not that good, I think. I had this game since 5th grade. It brings back good childhood memories. The last time I beat this game when I was trying to beat it with my dad, and it was too hard. It was really hard. Like, the last stage is really, really, really hard. I couldn't even beat it. So I would do is, I would play as Michelangelo. I think it was a code to enter in to boost up his attack power. And it did a lot of damage to the enemies. And it made me beat the enemies a lot faster. It cleared the stage faster. And beat Shredder faster. So, yeah. It was great. And that's something wrong. Anyways, yeah, this is a pretty decent game. Would I recommend getting this game? That's up to you on how you look at this game. I can't tell because some people say this game is bad. I enjoyed it. You can play as Casey Jones and Splinter. Also, I think by entering a code. You can switch costumes on here by entering a certain combination of buttons. But yes, I love the Ninja Turtles 2003 series. It's one of my favorite series of all time growing up. And if you've never seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2003 series, I recommend you watch it. Yes, next one. Sonic Heroes. One of the first Sonic games I've ever owned before in my life. It is great. The team mechanic is great. You could play as a 3-character team. You could play as Team Sonic, which has Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Team Dark, which has Shadow, Rouge, and Omega, the robot. And Team Rose, which has Amy Rose, Big the Cat, Cream the Rabbit, and Team Chaotix, which has Vector, Charmy, and Espio. Very good game. A lot of people like this game usually. Some people hate it, some people love it. I loved it. It was one of my favorite games. But some about it, I love this game, but some about it that made me want to change my point of viewing of it before, as I remembered on. And we'll talk about it through the next list of games. Overall, it's a great game, and I pretty much recommend you get it. Back then, when I got this cost around $7.99. That was really cheap. Those were the days when GameStop sold GameCube games. Next one. Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, there's one thing I don't understand in this game. It's rated E10 and up, but it has cursing on here. That is the stupidest rating I've ever seen in my life. It's probably what I've heard before, and correct me if I'm wrong, but really Sega didn't really want to cross through a Sonic game with a team for team rating. They wanted to stay for the E for everyone, because Sonic was always for kids. So I guess that's the reason why it's rated E10 and up. I mean, I guess 10 and up is okay, I guess. But overall, with this game, I really couldn't beat it. It's too confusing. There are like a bunch of ways like you have to beat the game. Like the story isn't like progressive enough. Like you have to beat it in certain ways, choose choices. like the good and bad choices and everything. It's just a specific way you gotta beat it, and you'll see what I mean once you play this game. And let me know if you have a hard time trying to beat this game, and you'll see what I mean. Next game is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Yeah, this is actually my first Sonic Adventure game when I remember. Now with Sonic Heroes before, I told you that there was something I had a different point of view of Sonic Heroes. Now, I love Sonic Heroes, but I wanted a Sonic game before with just only Sonic. I could play as other characters too, but I wanted to play as one of the characters alone without help and team. Like there was a certain weird way I wanted to play my Sonic games. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I'll talk about it in another video. But Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, this game is good. It's really good. I beat it around a few years ago, considering the fact that I had this game since, what, first grade? I think I traded it for it and owned it again. That's a long story. Yeah, this is a really good game. You can play as Team Hero, Team Dark. You have to beat Team Hero, then Team Dark, and then you get the last story. I think I got stuck on the last story. I had a hard time beating the last story, and I had to stock up on a lot of lives, and I kept dying over and over again. And then, yeah, I beat it. Now, if I were to play it again, it would be a cakewalk, because I did play it before last year, I believe. You know, it was a cakewalk. It was actually really easy. Maybe because I had one of those power-up abilities that the characters have if you would find them throughout the stages they went through. So, yeah, this is a pretty good game. It's just a progressing story. There's really no hub world in this game, which I kind of hate, to be honest, but it really doesn't bother me. Also, it has the Chow Garden, which I would probably spend the most hours on. And overall, this is a great game. Back then, I got this for $12.99. That was pretty steep, but it was worth it. Next game, Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. I got this game around 3rd grade. This game introduced Chaos. This game introduced a Chow Garden, but I believe that was the Sonic Advance games. But no, I wouldn't go that far, because Sonic Adventure first came out in 1999 or 1998, depending on the region. So that means basically a Chow Garden was introduced on Sonic Adventure, and I don't know what I'm even talking fast. Yo. Okay, sorry about that. So, anyways, Sonic Adventure DX. Yes. There were times when I would delete the save file of this game and then try to beat it back over and over again. Well, not beat it over again, but just try to beat all the stories in this game. But there's that one character that I can't beat the story of to get the full ending of the game. And that's, you guys should know this by now if you've played this game, but, what everyone despises about this game is, Big the Cat. I can't beat this game. Like, I can't beat Big the Cat's story. I really can't do it, okay? I really couldn't do it with this game. There were many attempts where I would try to just say, you know what, I really want to get the full ending to this game. And I would just try to make myself suffer with Big the Cat's story in this game. And I couldn't do it. His fishing game is too annoying and extreme. And it's just so, like, it's going to get tedious even more as you progress through his stages. I still never got past level 1 with his stage, so I gave up. But overall, you can play as a lot of characters. Let's see, you can play as Sonic, you can play as Tails, you can play as EO12 Gamma, Amy Rose, Knuckles. I think that's about it, yeah. And Big the Cat, of course. But I should have pretended I never saw that picture. That way I would have never remembered if there was another character besides the others. Anyways, you have to basically stop Eggman from taking over the world, I guess. Yeah, it's been some time. And they introduced Chaos, and that character's pretty memorable, of course. Everyone knows Chaos. 30 master levels, the all-new mission modes. Also, the game can, you can I think if you play the game enough, you can play the mini game collections, which are the Sega Game Gear games, which is pretty cool. I would try to go through all the missions this game has, which isn't in the Sega Dreamcast version, so you would have to get this version in order to play the missions, I believe. The reason why I say I believe, because they might have this on a PC version or PlayStation 3 version. I don't know. No, the PlayStation 3 version has the Sonic Adventure 1. So, okay. But anyways, yeah, this is a pretty decent game. Do I recommend you getting it? Yes, it's a pretty decent game. But I don't want to spend too much time on it because I feel like I'm going into too much detail. Next game, Spider-Man. So when I first got this game back then, I really never played it that much because it was just too hard for me to get through the game. Like, I never understood it or anything. It was based off the first Spider-Man movie. The first Spider-Man movie is great. Love it. It's a pretty good game. Doesn't have the price tag on it. Player's choice. Now, when I, back in 5th grade, I watched Spectacular Spider-Man, and that made me very desperate enough to just want to play this game. And I played the heck out of this game now after watching Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man is like the best Spider-Man cartoon ever, hands down. So I played through it, and then when I got to the end with Green Goblin, I gave up because it was too dang hard, and I'm scared to fight that man. So, next game. Alright, let's move to the good ones. Really good ones. So those are good, but here's the real good ones. Star Fox Adventures. This is actually my first Star Fox game I've ever played. I got this on my birthday that just passed. Yeah, I really got desperate when I got this game. Some people say they really kind of hate this game, I think, because it's not the traditional Star Fox. But even though I'm not a Star Fox fan, well, I am now after playing this. But even though I really never played one of the other Star Fox games that much, really, or at all, I still like this game. It's really good. It's a 3D platform, not 3D platformer, but a 3D, I don't know, it's hard to explain type of way. It's just, it's a 3D on the ground type of Star Fox game, except for your traditional shooter Star Fox game, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It has that, Zelda feel to it, as you, I believe, solve dungeons and stuff, and go through the stores, and his battle, one of the battle formula in this game is kind of similar to Zelda, but he doesn't do any jump hits or anything like Link does, like those jump diving sword things. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is a pretty decent game. Do I recommend you get this game? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even though some people hate this game is actually really good. Even if it's not to the traditional Star Fox, it don't matter. It's a good game. It's a good game, okay? You know, I'll show you the disc at the end of the video. Next game, Sonic Mega Collection. I also owned this game back in the day, but it got traded, and I re-owned it again during last Christmas. So, yeah, it's a really good game. It has Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Spinball, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Building Machine. I have no clue what I just said there. Now, back in the day when I first got this game, I spent most of my time on Sonic 3D Blast, and there's a reason for that, because I was used to Sonic 3D games at the time. I liked Sonic 2D games, because I didn't care, because they were Sonic games. But my main focus as a kid was on 3D Sonic games, and that's pretty much the same thing with me with 3D Mario games, too. I focused most of my time on 3D games because that's what I was used to. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic 06, Sonic Colors. That's what my main focus was. It took me around maybe a few years ago to get really back into 2D Sonic games. And maybe longer than that. But I think you can also look at comic book covers on here. When I got this game again, I thought you can actually like read the actual comic books on here, but it turns out like Of course you can. All you can do on here is just look at the front covers of the game, not the actual um, comic books. I mean, that'd be kind of stupid, and like no one would actually like get the comic books at all, and they wouldn't make any money. Am I right? Anyways, it shows like one of the videos, like Sonic CD intro and the advertisement for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle at the time. Ha! But I already have that game. And also you can unlock on other few games like Knuckles and Sonic 2 or Sonic 1 or whatever. But I haven't done that yet. But overall, this is a great collection. This is highly superior than the one on PlayStation 2. So yeah, this is pretty good. I recommend you get this if you don't have one of the Sega Genesis games. Anyways, next game. Yes. Mega Man Anniversary Collection.